Hello and welcome to Radiant vs. Dire by Xibbe, where we take a look at different aspects of the Dota 2 map.
They want to finish the road.
Waiting for the jump.
In. Warcry coming out. Got it too. The boat hits 5!
H is stolen by 11.
In this episode, we'll be looking at how different areas of the map have changed over the years and how teams have adapted to that. In Dota 2, the map is more than just a playing field. It's a living, breathing entity that's evolved alongside the game itself.
I've been around in Dota for a while, so I've definitely seen a lot of changes and patches, map, everything basically.
You always need to be ready to throw away your old habits and adapt to everything that's new. And that's something that I find challenging every single day, every single patch.
The interesting thing about playing Dota for so long is the big changes, like the shrines or the side shop and stuff. You get used to it very fast.
There was a patch where in the beginning of shrines where there was 5 in the base and it was impossible to go high ground. But I think with some nerfs and stuff, it wasn't so bad. I think the one thing that changed about the map when they removed the side shop and they added the 5 couriers instead of 1, that definitely changed the game a lot.
A key part of Dota and the map is Roshan. Teams have battled over this boss for many years, but the location of his pit and the rewards for killing him have changed drastically over the years. With big changes to such an important objective, the way Dota itself is played changes along with the boss.
Before it was just, it was very basic. It was just 10 minutes and Rosh was in one spot. Now it's a 3-minute interval. You have to decide where you want to go. Rosh can be either top or bot. You don't really know exactly every time, and you have to take some gambles and play your percentages.
If you're able to take Roshan, the developers want you to be able to do something with it. That's why they add all these new items like the banner and the refresher and the agonyms.
I think Roshan being in the sides, it's kind of bad for 2 reasons. That it kind of slows the game down, and you also don't really get those epic teamfight moments because it's also hard to contest since it's at the edge of the map.
Unless the game is very even, the team who's in the lead is just going to get Roshan, and it feels like it's just so far away to challenge it as the team that's behind. And I don't really like that. I think Roshan is in a bad place right now.
The idea of having him be in 2 different locations is definitely, in a way, a more balanced one. Even though depending on when the Roshan actually dies, it might be on the Radiant or Dire side, and then there's going to be buybacks and outposts. I feel like there's no perfect way to do it, at least not that I know of yet.
Dota is an ancient game, with many players having played for well over a decade. Over time, the game has changed almost entirely. Objectives and parts of the map have been added and changed, shrines have come and gone, and every new change brings new opportunities and possibilities for the players. Tormentors, Twin Gates, Wisdom Runes, these are just some of the new objectives and ways to play the map that have been added in recent years.
With the addition of Wisdom Runes and Tormentors, I do feel like they're trying to push for supports to have more impact in the game, to have them scale through, getting more gold, getting more XP. So you rarely see the old Dota days where supports are running around with brown boosts and wards.
The fact that the map just got so big and that you could teleport from one side to the other through the gates, that was just such a massive change to how you move your hero around the map, how you play the game completely.
Before, in the old Dota days, a lot of fights would just be centered around mid lane, but now with gates, you have so many more options where you can play on side lanes more. You can play to control gates mid game. You have the early game rotations with carries attacking other carries.
The patch, the map or whatever being changed, I think there's always this element of we need to now figure out new ways to do things. And being able to do that as a team and work through those problems is very important for a team if you want to be successful long term.
Dota 2 is an ever-evolving game that's been around for over a decade and has given us endless fun, countless experiences, and many, many memories. Thanks to Xibbe for this walk down memory lane, and we'll see you again soon.